Hey guys, it's me Dave, and welcome back to another LEGO Star Wars review. Today we have the mini-scale Kylo Ren's Command Shuttle. The set number is 75406. It has 386 pieces. It'll go on sale May 1st of 2025. Its retail price, $70. 386 pieces. $70. Let that just sink in for a second, because I don't know about you, but this might be one of the worst price per piece ratios I have seen in a set. There are no minifigures in this set either. It's hard to justify it, and I haven't even built the set. I don't understand the pricing scheme. Yes, the wings on this set are huge. I mean, what's the dimensions? This set is 13 inches tall. You know, it's a big set. You can see here on the back of the box, big pieces being utilized. Okay, I understand that probably adds some more, plastic to the set. Maybe that's the justification to increase the price a little bit, but man, $70. This set at most should be $50, at least in my opinion. The set does look good though. I mean, Kylo Ren's Command Shuttle, I think, works at this scale and mini scale. It'll be really cool to see what it looks like in person. This is the first sequel trilogy mini scale set that we've gotten. This set will actually complete the trio that started earlier this year with the Acclimator as well as the Home One, both of which I thought were decently priced, but I don't know what's happening here. But let's go ahead and get into the in-depth. I do want to thank LEGO for sending this set over for review. And let's see if I'm missing something here about this giant question mark of a set. So many feelings about this mini-scale Kylo Ren's Command Shuttle. First off, when you open the instruction booklet, if you're a fan of The Force Awakens like I am, you're going to be greeted by a great introduction, and then you're going to be sad by the fact there's only 3 bags in a $70 LEGO Star Wars set. Like, that really gets to me a little bit. As you're building the set, specifically at the very beginning, you'll notice there's a little Easter egg here, and the instruction booklet even calls this out, that they have a little micro version of Kylo and General Hux, and how the fact that Kylo will lash out and have his animated discussions, which I think is pretty hilarious. I'm glad they're at least having some fun with it. But let's talk about what you're getting here. So here it is, Kylo Ren's Command Shuttle. Honestly, I think it's really cool that we're getting some sequel trilogy love. I don't want to hate on that. I want more stuff from Force Awakens, Last Jedi, please no Rise of Skywalker. But as for Kylo Ren's Command Shuttle, I think it actually works at this mini scale. It looks pretty cool. But at the same time, it was such an easy build. I was able to put this thing together in like 25 minutes. Like, it took no time. 386 pieces is nothing. And for $70, there's like little to no detail on this set. It's all blacked out. There's some, little things here and there, but it's accurate to what you see in the movie. That's good. But at the same time, I'm looking closer at this and I'm like, why aren't they using inverted tiles here? Why isn't there a little bit more greebling? Why is there just no other printed pieces than just this plaque? Now, the one compliment that I can give this set is that it actually is proportionally accurate, right? If you're looking at it against the Rise of Skywalker version of Kylo's Command Shuttle as seen here, you can see that the wings from the playset were severely limited in terms of size. They should be almost twice the size when you compare it against this mini scale set. So that is a nicety with this version of the set at this scale. But we also have to consider just what else is launching alongside Kylo Ren's Command Shuttle, which is Kylo Ren's helmet. And this is the exact same price as this set. The helmet is $70, has 100 more pieces, and spoiler alert, there's 10 plus printed pieces in that set as well. So the value proposition between these two sets is just a head scratcher. It's unbelievable. And the only reasonable explanation I can come up with as for why this set is priced the way it is simply because of the scale. And I'll give that to LEGO. It is a big mini scale set, especially when you do compare it to the other sets that launched this year, right? Let's bring in the Home One here. Let's bring in the Acclimator. These are the trio for 2025 of mini scale sets. And Kylo Ren's Command Shuttle literally is wider in footprint when you spread the wings apart than both of these sets, which says a lot. And I think that's why it's priced the way it is. Is that fair? No, I don't personally think so. But let's see how Kylo Ren's Command Shuttle stacks against the entire Starship collection, starting, of course, with that San Diego Comic-Con medical frigate that came out a few years ago, and then, of course, it being revitalized with the Executor, making its way all the way now to Kylo's Command Shuttle. You can see that this collection is growing quite fast, quite frequently, and I gotta say, Kylo Ren's Shuttle, it actually works with the lineup. I don't think this was a bad choice of a set. It looks cool. It's definitely different than any of the other ships, especially with its design, with that giant wingspan. Like, that is definitely the positive side of this set. It's different. It looks interesting. The build wasn't anything special, but I will say when you display it alongside these other sets, it does feel a little more interesting in that regard. Now, is that an excuse for LEGO to charge $70 for this set? I don't think so. Like, I understand the thinking here. I just don't think it was the right choice. It just simply comes down to that. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I'm having a real tough time justifying the price for this set. And ultimately, I've just come to the conclusion that you can't justify it. I do understand, or at least I think I understand, how LEGO came to the price point for this set. When you spread the wings apart, and you can see it takes up a good amount of space, more than you might expect a set like this to be, more than other mini scale sets. It feels like a big set. And I think when you compare this set right here, another $70 mini scale set, the Executive Super Star Destroyer, they kind of take up the same footprint in terms of length and the feeling, right, of space. They're both kind of taking up an equal amount. And so LEGO looked at this, oh, that's a $70 set. Why shouldn't that be? That's at least my theory. That's my guess as to how on earth they came to that price point for Kylo Ren Shuttle. 386 pieces. $70. That is rough. That is just unbelievably bad. So, if it's not already clear, this is not a day one buy. This should have been a $50 set max. That should have been the cap for this set. $40 would have been the most reasonable, but $50, okay. $55, pushing it. $60, what are you thinking? $70, are you kidding me? And that's where I'm at. I'm at the are you kidding me level. It just doesn't make any sense. So it's unfortunate. And then it's also worth saying that there could have been more done with the design here. I want inverted tiles here. Smooth this out. It could have been done and could have looked a little bit nicer. It's not a bad set. It's fairly balanced. It's not going to fall over. It's impressive given how big the wingspan is. But, and again, I don't understand LEGO's pricing structure. We have Kylo Ren's helmet also launching the same day as Kylo Ren's mini scale shuttle here. Both at the exact same price points. This is a $70 set. This is a $70 set. This has almost 200 more pieces, maybe 150 more pieces, and 10 plus printed pieces to elevate the quality level too, to help justify that price point. This only has the one printed plaque. This has a printed plaque too, but then it has all these printed pieces and just more pieces on top of that, and it's just a more substantial, better build in pretty much every regard compared to putting the shuttle together. There's a lot more happening here than there is here, and how these are the same price, I don't know. Like I said, the only explanation I can come up with is they saw how big the size is, and that's about it. Even the large plates being used here, they're not that large. I've seen much bigger sets with much larger pieces, and these panels here, they're nothing crazy big. So yeah, very frustrating. I really wish this was a $50 set. I really wish it was $40, honestly. It's nothing to write home about, but it is a okay set. It's not bad. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Are you ever gonna pick up Kylo Ren's command shuttle? Does this offend you? Are you frustrated? It's just, you didn't care about the set anyways and you're just gonna pass and move on? Let me know down in the comments below, because I am very curious to hear what you guys have to say. Thanks again to LEGO for sending this set over for review. Hope you guys have a great, wonderful day, and I'll see you guys later.